Okay, so let's have a quick recap what we have discussed in the last session. In the last session, we have just given an introduction about this particular batch. In today's session, we are going to start with how we can create our Azure account. But before starting off this particular topic, any question anyone have, please let me know. Anyone have any question? Okay, so no one is raising hand, so look like no one has any question. So we can start with the today's topic. Now, to create your Azure account, you can use any of your email ID personal. Any of your personal email ID you can use. It can be outlook.com, Gmail, Yahoo. Any of your personal email ID you have, you can use here. Make sure to create your Azure account. You're not going to use your official email IDs. Always use your personal email ID to create your Azure account for your practice purpose. So to create your Azure account, here I have given that particular link. You can go to this particular link. Let me share this particular link also in the chat box with you. Yeah. So here I've shared that particular link with you. So once you click on this particular link, you will get an option to click on Start Free. Once you click on Start Free, you will move to this particular page. Then you need to click on Create One. If you have already account, then directly you can enter email ID here. But if you don't have, you need to create. So you need to click on Create One. So once you click on Create One, you need to enter your personal email address. I'm again repeating, you need to enter your personal email ID, not your official email ID. So enter your personal email ID, then click on Next. Once you click on Next, here you need to enter a password. Any of the 8 characters long password you can give. That's a minimum requirement. You can give that. Once you enter a password, you can click on Next. Once you click on Next, on your email, Azure is automatically going to send one OTP. So whatever the OTP you are going to receive, that particular OTP you need to enter here. So once you enter that OTP, you need to click on Next. Now, once you enter that OTP, if you click on Next, here you need to enter your personal details. Your first name, if you have a middle name, you can enter it. Last name, email address, automatically system will pick from your previous step. Then you need to scroll down. You need to enter your phone number. Earlier, we have verified our email address here. Now, you are going to enter your phone number, your mobile number, and that you need to verify. So to verify, there are two options. One by using text message, other by using call. So whatever the option you want to choose, it's completely up to you. You will get an OTP from their side, and that particular OTP you need to enter to validate your mobile number. And you only need to enter number. You don't need to enter the country code. Just only enter the number. It is clearly mentioned from their side. So once you receive that OTP, enter that OTP. So with the help of this, you are going to verify your mobile number. So first you need to verify your email address. Then you need to verify your mobile number. Now, once you verify your mobile number, you need to enter your address. This is very important. To create your Azure account, you need to give your card details also. Just for a verification, you need to give your card details. Don't worry, they are not going to charge you from your account. they'll only charge 2 rupees. That 2 rupees also will get a refund in 3 to 5 days, they are saying. But usually we'll get in 5 to 10 minutes, we'll get it. Okay. Now, here you need to enter your address. Now, why I said it's very important is the reason is your address needs to be exact same as your bank account. Let's say example, normally we are writing it flat number 4. But in our bank account, it is mentioned as flat 4. Which one is correct for us? For us, this one is correct. But as per Azure, this one is not correct. As per Azure, this one is correct. Because this is what it is mentioned in your bank account. So you need to enter the address exact same as your bank account. I know that we can't remember it, but our might be something is anything is mentioned in bank one. So the best practice is log into internet banking or mobile banking, check from there, and then type it here. Or if you're logged in by using internet banking, then copy paste also you can do that if they're allowing you for copy from their website. Then copy paste also you can do that. But address needs to be exact same. Address, if it's mentioned in line 1, just mention in line 1. If mentioned in 2, 3 lines, mention it. City, state, postal code. Postal code means PIN code. So you need to enter your address, and then there are 2 check boxes you can check. If you want to read these agreements, you can click on these agreements and read that. So once you check these check boxes, you need to click on next. Now, once you click on next, here you need to enter your card details. You can enter any of the card, your debit card or credit card you can enter. Make sure you're not going to enter RuPay card because it's not supporting RuPay card. Microsoft is not supporting RuPay card. So you can enter any of your Visa or MasterCard. But if you are from India, in India, by default, international transactions are disabled. By default. For every single bank account, by default, international transactions are disabled. To create your account, you need to enable those international transactions also. You need to enable for thousands of rupees, just for 150 rupees or 10 rupees, you can enable it, because to verify your card, they need to deduct 2 rupees. So for that one, you need to enable your international transactions that you can do from your mobile banking also or from internet banking. It's very simple. You can do that. So once you enable it, then enter card details here. So name, number, expiry date or CVV. So once you enter card details, you will, if you are from India, definitely they ask for an OTP. Enter that OTP, they deduct 2 rupees. And that also will get refund. If you're from other country, they deduct $1. So those also you will get a refund. So once your account is verified, you have given the details, you can log in it. This is how it looks like. And you can click on subscription. Subscription you will see here. On the top also you will see here. So once you click on subscription, you will get one subscription. That particular subscription which you are getting first time, that's a free trial subscription. It is mentioned as free trial. Actually, it doesn't make any difference with the name. Nowadays, what happened is I got some information from my students. They are getting some different name of the subscription. Earlier, we are getting the subscription name as free trial. But now it's happening with some of the students. You are getting something else name like subscription one. You are getting it. So how you can identify it's a free trial subscription or which subscription? Let me first show you that. Let me log into my account. I need to enter an OTP. This is automatically enabled from the Azure side. And this is multiple verification then. It's automatically enabled. So just a minute. I got the OTP. So I've entered the OTP. Now, how you can identify is it free trial subscription or not? Let me go here. Now here I'm getting under navigate subscription. Click here. My subscription name is Azure underscore subscription. I can change the name of the subscription. Any name I can give. Offer. Pay as you go. This needs to be free tier. If this is free tier, you are getting it free tier from their side. Now, what free tier you are getting it? Means how much free quota you are getting from their side. Let's discuss about that one also. Here is it. Whenever you are going to create your account for first 30 days, you will get a credit of 15,800 rupees or 200 US dollars. If you're from India, definitely you will get this thing. And if you're from US, you will get this particular one. Yeah. I'm not sure about other countries. In some countries, they are giving in their currency also. In some countries, it work on the US dollars. I'll share that list also with you guys. If you can check if you are from that country, which currency they are using it for that. Now, if you are from India, you will get 15,800 rupees, or if you are from US, you will get 200 US dollars for first 30 days. It means for first 30 days, you can use any of the Azure service, under this particular limit. Azure is not going to charge you. If you are under this particular limit, Azure is not going to charge you. This is for first 30 days. But what about after 30 days? After 30 days, their 12 months quota is going to be start. Their 12 months quota is going to start. It means for 12 months, you will get a per month quota from their side. For next 12 months, per month quota. It doesn't mean that for 12 months, you'll get one single quota. No. Every month, you will get some quota from their side to use those services. So you will not get any bill. And in Azure, we have a few services which are coming under always free also. There are a few services we have which are always free. Always free means for lifetime free we have. How we get information which services are coming under always free, which services are coming under 12 months free. Credit is for all services. You can use any of the Azure service. Credit is for all. But here is that link I mentioned. See, here I'm getting it. There are 55 services which are coming under free. So here, total 140 countries, those get the credit of $200. Means it can be in their currency also, it can be in any of the currency, but they are getting it. Here we have about India also. Here is it. In India, they are giving in their own currency. So these 140 countries are getting it. And here we have the free services details. So let me click on see all free services. Here I'm good. Like we have a one service called Advisor. Always unlimited free. So here I'm getting all the services name. ERC, which we are going to learn, always free. DevOps, 5 user unlimited private Git repository, always free. We have a storage services. Kubernetes is also showing always free, but creation of Kubernetes is free. But under Kubernetes, there are some more things we need to create. Those are not free. Those are chargeable. Even that's not coming under 12 months quota. So here we have all these services details, whichever we have coming under 12 months free or always free. We are getting. You will get this particular link once I'll upload this PPT in our website. You will get this particular link also there. And here I've given one link also. This particular link you guys not need right now. This particular link you need after 30 days. Because for first 30 days, you will get free trial subscription. But after 30 days, automatically they are not going to switch you to for 12 months. You need to manually upgrade your subscription to pay as you go. And then under that pay as you go, you will get 12 months free tier quota. So how you can upgrade your subscription? Here are the details I have given it. But this particular link you need after 30 days, not right now. But still, this particular link you will get once I'll upload this particular PDF. So this is how you can create your Azure account. Now, any question anyone have, please raise your hand or we'll move forward with our next topic. Yes, Uma.
So, after 30 days, if, we don't we have the option to, I mean, for practice purpose. So what we need to do?
What you need to do means, I've
I
told
mean,
you now, after
I mean,
30 days, you need to upgrade a subscription to pay as you go. But after for that also 12 months free quota. For first
oh, for
30
that
days, you have
also
a
12 months.
credit. That's what I said there a few minutes before. For first 30 days, you have this credit. After 30 days, you have the services which are coming under your per month quota.
Okay, do we need to pay for it? Is it also free?
I'm saying free tier, free quota you are getting per month. Per month
Okay,
quota you are getting it. That if you are under that particular quota, then you don't need to pay. If you are exceeding that quota, then you need to pay. You can check also how much free quota is left. You can check. How to check, we'll learn in upcoming session.
okay. Once I logged in and I just subscribed for one of the service, and what I can't use the, I mean, it was a it was like 2 years back, it seems. I tried to learn something and I subscribed for it, and it was completed. So what should I do, like, to learn this course?
You need to
Because
create
I
your,
already subscribed
so create a new
for
account.
okay,
Create
new
your
Gmail account.
new email ID, new mobile number. You can't use the same mobile number. You can't use same card. If you are using same mobile number, same card, you will not get any free tier from their side.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
different card and different mobile number. Okay,
correct.
it
Different
will
email
help.
ID also.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
fine. Okay.
thank you. Anyone have any more question? Yes, Sangram.
In case of the pay as you go, means we need to pay something, right? Or it is free?
Sangram, I'm saying 12 months free quota. You are not listening a word free quota.
Okay.
Free.
Got it.
I'm
Free,
using
free.
a word free. Free
Okay.
quota you are getting per month free quota. Yes,
Okay,
you
so
need to pay if you are exceeding that limit. Or you are going to use a service which are not coming under your free tier. Yes, you need to
okay,
pay. In that
then
case, you
then we need to check that link, right? Means whatever the free tier is coming. So we
yes.
need to check that.
Yes, you
Okay.
need to pay if you are going to exceed the limit and if you are using a service which are not under that free tier. then yes, you need to pay.
Okay. Suppose after 30 days, it means we are not means using the pay as you go that option. Then, then in that time, what will happen?
Nothing will
Means,
happen. Your account will be suspended.
okay.
Because after 30 days, automatically they are going to disable that subscription. You need to
Subscription.
manually upgrade it. That's what I said, manually. They are not automatically going to do that. You need to manually
Yes.
do that.
Hmm.
If you are not
Okay.
going to do, they'll suspend your account.
Okay, they will automatically means suspend that account.
Automatically after 30 days, it's automatically suspended because they are deactivating. You can't do anything. Till that time, you're not upgrading your subscription. After 30 days, you can't do anything.
Okay. Okay, okay. Thanks.
Whatever you will try, it's going to be fail.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, then if we want to use, we can, as you told that, we can use the another Gmail ID, another card, and another
It's
means
up
the mobile number
to
also.
you. Up to you.
Okay, okay, okay. Thanks.
Yes, Krishna.
Thank you. Good
Yes,
evening.
Krishna. Good evening.
So, so you mentioned some Kubernetes services are not free, right? So
I
are they
said
part of
that
our?
creation of Kubernetes is not free, but under Kubernetes, what we are going to create the clusters, those are not free.
Yeah, correct. So are they part of our course, the cluster
Definitely,
creation?
we need to create Kubernetes service. In
So
yesterday
where
also, I
it's
don't know, you have asked or someone has asked me about that one. I said that Kubernetes is not coming under free. Other than Kubernetes, those are free, coming under a free tier for practice purpose.
so we need to pay that amount extra,
10
right, for the practice.
cents per hour. 10 cents per hour. If it's cost about Indian rupees, it will be 8 rupees 30 paisa per hour.
So we need to pay this extra for practice purpose.
It's up. If you don't want to practice, it's completely up to you.
Obviously required, right, while taking the course.
It's completely up to you. 10 cents per hour they are charging for that one. Okay, so
Okay.
in Indian rupees, it will be 8 rupees 30 paisa something we have per hour.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I think this
Clear.
much of amount anyone can pay to earn lakh. If you want to earn in lakhs, this is a very small amount, I think so.
Yeah, I just wanted to know the price. Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Anyone have any more question? Okay. No questions. So let's start with our first thing around this one. Here is it. First thing we are going to learn about is how to create a Linux virtual machine. So to create a Linux virtual machine, I need to go to virtual machine service. I'm able to see here. Why? Because I have recently used it. Might be in your account, it is not showing you here. So what you can do, you can search. See, you can see just when I type VIR, here I'm getting virtual machines. So click here. Click on create Azure virtual machine. Now, whenever we want to create any resource, the first thing is system is automatically selecting our subscription. Because under this particular subscription, we are going to create this particular virtual machine. Now, before starting it, we just want to know what is virtual machine. Virtual machine is like a computer. It's like a computer, which I'm going to create on Azure infrastructure. It's same like a computer, like which I'm using right now, the computer, the laptop which I'm using right now. With the same configuration, I can create a machine in Azure servers. And I can access that particular machine from any part of the world. Same machine with the same configuration. If I want, I can create that. So that is virtual machine. Virtually, we are going to create on Azure infrastructure. That is why it is called as virtual machine. I can create a Linux machine also. I can create a Windows machine also. So we have a different types of operating system we can use here. Now, to create a virtual machine, the first thing is we need a subscription that we already got it. Do we need any more thing? Yes, we need one more thing. That is called as resource group. Without resource group, you can't create virtual machine. We need to select our resource group. But do we have any resource group? Oh, it's for me, it's showing here. This is for my other batch. Let me first of all delete this one. Let me go to groups. Let me delete this one. Right now it's blank, empty. Because by default, we are not getting any resource group from Azure. So I have deleted this one. So again, I'm going to virtual machine, click on create. Taking some time to delete. Okay. So when I click by default, we are not getting. Right now we are able to see. So even I have deleted that particular, it takes some time to delete. So here you will not see any of the resource group. So what we need to do, we need to create. But before creation, we need to know what is resource group. Resource group, if I talk about in a simple language, resource group is like a folder to us. Is like a folder, or you can say it's like a container to us, where I can store all my Azure resources. So whatever the resources we are going to create, whatever the Azure services we need to create, for those one we need a resource group. And all the resources is going to manage at one single place. I can see in one single place how many resources I have. Resources means services. Like I have 100 virtual machines. I have 100 IP addresses. I have 100 storage services. I don't need to go to IP address. I don't need to go to virtual machine. I don't need to go to storage service. At one single place, I can see all the resources there. That place we have it is a resource group, which is going to manage all our resources. To create our resource group, we have two options. One option is I can create a resource group while creating a machine also. While creating this particular virtual machine, I have an option I can create from here also, create new. I can click on create new. I can create from here. That's one option. Second option is we have a resource group also, separate option. Okay, if you are not able to see here, you can search also resource groups. You can click go there. Here also I have a create. So I can create before creation of the virtual machine also, or while creating a virtual machine also, I can create a resource group. It's up to you how you want to go with it. But in organization, first we always create a resource group, then we go with the other one. We are not going to combine all these things in one single. Separate we'll create. It's easy for us to go with the process. So I'm going to click on create new and give the name. It can be any name. You can give any name to your resource group. It's not mandatory to be unique. Yeah, in your account, it needs to be unique. Other than that, you can give any name. So let me give a name as group -289. The source group, the batch number is 289. I'm giving this name. Now, in which region I want to create? Here I'm getting the list of regions. By default, for my account, it's East US. You want to select anyone as per your wish, you can select here. And by default, they have already selected my subscription also. click on review plus create. So whenever we click on review plus create, here I'm getting validation passed. What is this validation pass? They are verifying it. Whatever the details we have given it, they are verifying those details. So once it is verified, we are getting a validation passed. So if you are getting validation passed, then we can click on create. Otherwise, this create button is going to be disabled. Done. I'm able to create a resource group. Anyone have any question related to resource group? Please raise your hand. Yes, Chandra.
So we are creating virtual machine. Basically, it's like our server that we are
Sorry to
creating.
interrupt you. I said if you have question related to virtual resource group right now, virtual machine I'll come later.
No. So what does actually the research group do? I mean, what is the main purpose of creating that?
Okay, to manage all our resources in one single place. And without resource group, it's not possible you can create resources in Azure. It's mandatory thing. Okay.
Thanks.
Any more question now?
No, that is all.
Now you can ask about virtual machine. First question always needs to be a resource group one.
So yeah, so basically virtual machine is basically we are creating a server for us, virtual server.
Correct.
And there we are putting all our resources. So it can be under one resource or multiple resources. Is that
No,
right?
virtual machine is, you're talking about virtual machine. Virtual machine is like a lap computer to me. Under that computer, whatever I want to do, I can do that. I want to install anything. I want to build any application, I can build under that. So virtual machine, under virtual machine, I can do anything. It's like a computer to me.
Yeah, I understood that. So resource group, how is
Now
it
you are
connected
getting,
to virtual machine?
it's not connected. To create a virtual machine, resource group is required. Under that, at
Okay,
one
got it.
single place, how can I manage all the resources? Like right now, just to create a virtual machine, minimum we need 6 resources. So you can see all the resources here.
Got it. Okay.
Resource group and virtual machine having no link.
No link. Okay.
Resource group is like a folder. Like I'll show you a folder here.
Like
Like
one
I have
project.
this folder. I have this folder batch 276. If I open this folder, I have different types of files. So same way I can manage different type of resources in resource group. I can create a virtual machine also. I can give a IP address also. I can give a storage service also. So whatever the services we have, we can create under a resource group. So at one single place, I can manage all the resources.
Okay.
I don't need to go to specific service and check the resources. At one single place, I can see all the resources.
Okay, got it.
Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Imran, you can unmute.
Hello.
Yes, Imran.
Yeah, so also it's required for chargeable resource group. If suppose I have create a group, so it's also chargeable.
No, resource group is not chargeable. Resources group is completely free of cost. Even in organization also, in even training also, it's unlimited free. There is no quota for that resource group.
Okay, so if I create a virtual machine, then it's chargeable, right?
Virtual machine is going to be chargeable, but you have a free quota there for virtual machine.
Right.
You are getting it 750 hours per month free. You are getting it if you are under this 12 months. If you are under first 30 days, then you have this quota.
Yeah, I know.
That's really good if you know that.
Thank you.
Yes, Vivek.
So,
I want to go one step back. Like when we create an account, so by default we'll get one subscription or separately.
By default.
Yeah. So when you rename that account subscription, or because for me when I create it show free trial. By default.
I said that whenever you are going to create your account,
Yeah.
By default, the subscription which you are getting it, that subscription name is called as free tier.
Okay. So we can't rename that right now, correct?
No, you can do that.
Okay.
Any name can be any name. With name, it doesn't make any difference. You can give your name also. Name
And
doesn't make any difference. The main thing needs to be is this needs to be free tier. Let me show you that. Offer needs to be free tier. Name can be any name. Here we have a rename option.
okay.
Name can be any name. Offer needs to be free. If it's free tier, that's good.
And can we create multiple subscription in the same account or
Yes, it is possible. You can buy subscription. We have an add option. You can
okay.
buy subscription.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, now you can unmute.
Am I audible?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, suppose in the last steps we have created a resource group. So suppose we are working in different time zone. What we need to select time zone while creating that resource group?
It is while creating a resource group, there is no time zone we need to select. I didn't select any time zone there. We don't have any option to select time zone. We have just subscription, name, and
Yeah,
region. That's all.
yeah, reason. Yes,
It's
I'm
up to
talking
you.
about the reason.
Whichever you
Okay,
want to select, you can select. If you are sitting in India, you can select US region also. I'm sitting in US, I can select India region also. There is no restriction. I can select anyone. It's up to you. You can select the nearest region, whichever you have.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yes, Hassan, you can unmute. Hassan, you can unmute and ask your question.
Okay, can we have more than one resource group for single user?
Unlimited. Unlimited.
Okay, thanks.
But yes, Renu, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi.
So basically, my first question is regarding the
I think
DevOps.
you are the one who's attending my Azure admin batch. We
Yeah,
live, wake up at morning 5 o'clock.
yeah, Ankit, but that is like very early morning
Yeah,
here.
I remember your
So
voice. That's why I'm asking. You're
yeah,
the same person.
actually. So basically, I want to actually the door will be I will be getting in Azure DevOps only, but the
Okay.
certification requirement is 104 as well, right? Before
Okay.
400, I need to do that as well.
Yes,
So,
correct.
but if I attend this batch, this course,
Hmm.
so I would be able to understand if I'm not completely expert in
You have
104.
already you have already attended few sessions of Azure admin. So basics, you are aware of that.
Basic is like storage, VM, all those things,
Yes,
right?
but VM is sufficient. VM is sufficient, or if you're possible, you can watch the Enter ID service videos also. You have the videos access of that batch.
Yes, yes, that would I would be doing because I'm doing like I would be doing videos from
I know
that
that
batch.
you are not attending a batch
I
because you
know
need to wake up at morning
it's like
5 o'clock.
4:30. Previously it
Yeah,
was 4:30, now it's 5:30. So and sometimes I wake up like, but sometimes session is cancelled. Sometimes
I
like
know that you are not attending it. I know that.
yeah. So I want this time is really good for me because it's
Yeah, you
6:30
can
p.m.
continue
here.
with this Azure admin one. But yes, you
Actually,
can watch that one. Also, videos you have it. If you have any doubt, you can email me anytime. You have my email
okay,
ID.
okay. So my question is like
Okay.
for the certification part, like if I do this
Mm.
batch, this course, and your videos from
Mm.
104, I will be good for both of the certifications, right?
Yes, definitely yes. And even for
Okay.
certification and both the one we are providing dump. I'm providing a dump for Azure admin also. I'll provide a dump for Azure DevOps also. For
So
both
Ankit,
you will get.
I just like I feel like when we read like when we are attending classes like these sessions, and
Mm.
if you provide dump earlier, so we can do every topic like
There is
uh,
nothing like a dump with every topic wise. The
oh,
dumps are not
okay.
coming with topic wise. That's why I'm not sharing it.
Oh,
And
it's
there
a
is
whole thing.
that one reason. Other reason is students is going to focus on dump rather than learning here. I don't want they
Okay.
can change their focus. First, what the important thing is, which is actually going to help in their organization. That's the one which we are learning in the training.
So
So
getting interview cleared, so this sessions will be enough, like this class.
yes,
Okay. Because main target is like getting job actually. I used to work as a
getting job
DevOps
and clear the
engineer.
interview. That's
both
more
of the
important.
things. Yeah, actually.
You are living in USA, but certification is required whenever applying for job. Everywhere it is mentioned as certification, this certification, this,
Yeah.
and no one is checking it. Seriously speaking, no
But
one is
you
checking. They
need to
only
write.
write
Yep.
it. Yes, correct.
Yep.
That's all.
But that, like, I'm in Seattle itself, so Microsoft, everyone is using Azure only. So I just previously I was working as a DevOps engineer, but not in the cloud.
Hmm.
I never learned cloud actually. So now I'm dedicated to that. So I would be doing everything nicely at this time. So Entra ID till Entra ID from 104 will be enough for this, right?
Yeah, we have just started. We are just starting our other service called virtual network now. We have
Okay.
completed Entra ID, we have completed PowerShell and CLI, and from
Okay.
tomorrow we are going to start what we call it virtual network service.
Okay. So Ankit, it will not be very difficult, this Azure
No,
DevOps,
no,
like,
no, no,
okay.
no. It's simple. Nothing is
Okay.
difficult. Seriously saying, nothing is difficult. If you are dedicated to learn, nothing is difficult for you.
Okay. And for the documents, what you prefer, like with the your class, what else document we should?
Azure documentation. No, don't go anywhere. Don't go with
Okay.
any websites.
Okay. Fine.
Don't check.
Question.
Only want to check Azure documentation.
Yeah, there are a whole lot of resources actually.
Yes, and even might be if you check the video recently, what Azure has done it is there is a topic might be have learned it AZ copy.
Mm-hmm.
So in AZ copy, they have done a lot of changes. And even when I'm teaching it, even I was not aware of that. They have done some changes because
Yeah.
in cloud they can done any change anytime.
Yep.
So in front of those students, I read the documentation, I resolve that issue.
Yeah.
So if you watch that video, you are from that specific batch. If you watch that video of AZ copy, you will see what is going to happen on that day.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, Ankit. Ankit, a
Okay.
question regarding the resource group actually. So,
Hmm.
in the organization, how they decide to have resource group for different services? Like
Not for
what?
different services. They are taking for like for testing, we have a different resource group. For
Okay.
production, we have a different resource group. For Q for development, we have a different like this. They are going with that. And
Okay.
even
Okay.
sometimes what happen is by mistake we create a resources in another resource group. So we have an option. We can move our resources from one resource group to another resource group also. We have that
Okay.
option. Even we have learned that particular thing in Azure Admin Training.
Okay. And after the basic, they have tags. So what should we do there? Tags is just to get the
Tags, tags is actually used for billing purposes. How you get
billing
information
purposes.
for specific resource, how much bill you will get.
Okay.
So tags is only for billing purpose. There is no other use of tags.
Okay. And for the
So
subscription,
with
always it
the
will be same in the
yeah,
organizations.
you can have multiple subscriptions also if they need. But usually companies have one. But if your client want, they have like multiple companies,
For
multiple
different
division. Like if I
projects.
talk, yeah, different project. So for that one,
Okay.
they can get multiple subscriptions also.
Okay.
Like if I
Okay.
talk about example, I just give like Tata company is there. Tata is
Mm-hmm.
having different divisions. Tata Steel, TCS, Tata Motors. They have different division. For every division, they take one subscription. Like
Okay.
companies can do like this also
Okay.
for their
Thank you so
divisions.
much.
Otherwise, they have only if they have a single division, they need only one subscription.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So where we have created a resource group. Here is my resource group. Right now, it's empty. Nothing is there in the resource group. Now I'm going to virtual machine. And here is the resource group we are able to see. We have given here. And now I need to give the name to my virtual machine. Name can be any name. You can give your name also. So I'll just give the name as Linux VM 289. Scroll down. Region East US. Now, in this one, we are only going to discuss about the mandatory fields. And even in the mandatory, I'm not going to discuss all. So those are important. Only those one I'm going to discuss. So name, region, this is important. And then coming under image. Okay, one question for you. Usually, whenever we are buying any computer or laptop, what are the basic thing we are checking? If I'm talking about a non-technical person. Person don't know anything. even a person, what things they are going to check usually. Even when you go for buying a laptop or computer, what are the basic thing you are going to check? Basics. Don't go with the advanced thing. Very basics. Correct. Hard disk, RAM. Other than that, CPU. Okay, that's correct. Other than that, one more thing. That's very important. Because without that, our computer will not work. What is it? Correct. OS. Operating system. Without operating system, nothing is going to work. So operating system, everyone is checking. CPU, RAM, hard disk. These four are the things everyone is checking. Very basic thing. In normal language, in our daily language, we call it as operating system. We call it as operating system. But in Azure, it is called as image. It is called as image. And here I'm getting a default image as Ubuntu Server 20.04. Here I'm getting some more Ubuntu, Windows, Ubuntu 20.04, 22.04, Sushi, Red Hat, Oracle, Debian. Here I'm getting. You can use anyone, whichever you want to use, you can select here. I'm going with the default one, or I can go with the Ubuntu 22.04. So I have selected the image Ubuntu 22.0. Scroll down. Now we need CPU, RAM also. Let's take example. Right now, I have a very basic requirement. We are just starting an organization. Whenever any organization is starting it, they always start with a minimum requirement. Slowly, when their requirement get increased, they increase CPU, RAM, or hard disk. Whenever they need, they can increase in future. Anytime they can increase. So right now, my requirement is 1 CPU and 1 GB of the RAM. Very basic requirement. Is it coming under our free tier? That CPU, RAM, whichever I'm selecting? Let's just check. Let me go to that particular link which I have shown you earlier. Let me go to virtual machine service. So scroll down. Here is it. Virtual machine Linux. Under virtual machine Linux, we are getting 750 hours per month free for 12 months. And here they have given the categories. If I'm going to use these categories, then it is free. Other than this, if I'm going to use any other category, we need to pay for that. So 750 hours per month, and even we need to use the only free tier categories. So the one which I'm telling you right now, how much CPU and RAM I need, 1 CPU and 1 GB of RAM. For that one, size is standard underscore B1S. It is mentioned the price also here. Don't worry about price. But this one is coming under a free tier. If you're under first 30 days, that clearly mentioned for free also. For first 30 days, it is going to mention. But after 30 days also, it is free for next 12 months. So this particular one I can use. Or whatever is mentioned from their side, only those one. Other than those free tier, if you're selecting anyone, you will get a bill after 30 days. For first 30 days, you can select anyone because you have that 15,800 credit. Under this credit, you can use anything. So by default, I have a size selected B1S. I'm going with that. Here I'm having more 2 CPU, 4 CPU, 2 CPU, RAM. We can click on see all sizes. We can see here. So whatever as per your requirement, we have lot. Getting some more. Getting it. So whatever is as per a client requirement, we need to select that one. Client is going to decide. These things we are not selecting it. So whatever is given by the client, we need to select. And whatever the size we are selecting it, always for every size, we are getting some storage also from their side. This is not the actual hard disk we will get. We'll get extra hard disk from their side based on the size we are selecting. Right now, I'm selecting B1S size. For B1S size, how much additional hard disk I'm getting it? 4 GB. Where it is mentioned? Here it is mentioned. 4 GB. In this hard disk, we are not storing any of the data. This is just a temporary storage they are giving to us just for our caches or temporary files which system is generating it. It is just only for that one. In B1S size, we are not going to store any data. Even if you're going to open that storage, under that storage, there is file given from Azure side to us. If you open that file, in that file, it is clearly mentioned, don't store any data in this directory. If you are going to store, might be you will lose your data and no one is responsible for that. And there is no backup for that particular temporary storage. So that additional hard disk we will get, not the actual hard disk which we are going to link to our machine. This is additional one. So if you go with some other sizes, you will get 16, 8, 4, 8, 7. We are getting it. But the one which is coming under our free tier, we are getting 4 GB. Now, scroll down. Is just creation of machine is our task is going to complete? No. We make sure we connect to this machine. And without connecting to this machine, I can't work on those machine. So to connect to this particular machine, we have two ways. One is SSH, other one is password. First, I'm going to show you about password. In tomorrow's session, I'm going to show you for SSH key also. So here we have two options, SSH, password. Regarding SSH, we learn in tomorrow's session. So I'll go with the password. Username. So I can enter a username here, Azure user. But your username must be 1 to 64 characters long, contains these things. But there are some words they have reserved. We can't use those words like admin, root, super user. Or super user is working super something they have it some super admin or super user or some okay. But I have a list. I'll share that particular list also with you guys. So I'm using Azure user. Azure user is not blocked, but they have reserved some 7 to 8 words. We can't use those because those are very common usernames we have. Then we need to enter a password. Your password must be 12 to 72 characters long. I'm giving password. And when you're giving the password, out of these four, three other things you need to follow. One lower, one upper, one number, one special character. So from these four, three of the following things is required. I have entered my password also. Now, next thing. Is there any mandatory thing we need to do to connect to this machine? Yes. We have given username, password. But to connect to any of the Linux machine, it is mandatory to enable one port number. What is that port number? That port number is called as SSH port number. SSH port number we have here. By default, Azure is enabling this port number. How they know that this particular port number needs to enable by default? Because of the image we have selected. You need to remember these terminologies. I know that in one single day, no one can remember, so don't worry. So when you're doing practice, slowly, you can remember these terminologies. In normal language, called as operating system, but in Azure, it is called as image. But port number terminology is exact same everywhere. And this particular port number, we need to enable SSH to connect to this Linux machine. Without this port number, you can't connect to this particular machine. Anyone knows the port number for SSH? You can drop me in the chat box if anyone knows the port number. SSH is a port. For every port, there is a number also we have. That's really good. I got all the correct answers which I got, all are correct. $22. You can remember this port number for SSH. Port number is 22. And even if you see here also it is mentioned. For SSH, port number is 22. Here we are getting. So let's just a quick recap. So we have selected our resource group. We have given the name. We have selected our region. We have selected our image, size, username, password, and port number. Now click on next. Next is disk. Here we are going to select the hard disk size. So by default, how much hard disk I am getting it from their side? 30 GB. Is 30 GB coming under our free tier? No. 64 GB is coming under our free tier for one Linux machine. And even of here, it is clearly mentioned also free tier eligible. 64 GB from their side. 64 GB is free tier from their side. But right now, I don't need 64 GB because I'm not going to install anything on this machine. But yes, in our upcoming session, when we are learning some of the topics, that time we need some space. Then I'm going to create machines with 64 GB. Right now, I go with the 30 GB. So for Linux, I'm selecting a size as 30 GB hard disk. So type, I'm going with as it is default, whichever we are getting, I'm going with. Then we have some more tabs. These tabs we are not going to learn in our DevOps training. So I'm directly going to click on Review Plus Create. So when I click on Review Plus Create, what they are doing, they are validating it, whatever the details I have given. And this happens sometimes. It happens with me also, sometimes it will happen to you also. There is nothing you need to do because you have given the correct details. So what you will do, go back and again click on Review Plus Create. If you have given some incorrect, you can verify also. But I know that I have given correct. So I again click on Basics, again click on Review Plus Create. It happens sometimes. Don't worry about that. It might be happen with you also. I got validation passed. Click on Complete. So when I click on create, system will take some time and create our virtual machine. With the virtual machine, they are also creating some more resources. IP address, NSG, virtual network. They need some more resources which they are going to create. So this will take some time. So any question anyone have, please quickly raise your hand. Yes, Krishna.
So Ankit, what happens in case we forget the user ID password that we have given?
Username is not possible to recover. Password, we have an
Okay.
option, we can reset also. We have an option.
Okay.
If we forget the username, then we have an alternate solution. With our virtual machine, we can create our own image, and with the help of image, we can create a new virtual machine. So you can give a new username if you forget the username. Because there is no option to get the username. Those things you're going to learn if you join in upcoming days Azure admin training. Those things you learn there, which you're asking right now. But yes, it is possible with this, with Azure admin training.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone have any more question? Yes, sir. Sharp Patel, you can unmute.
Can you create multiple VMs with one user?
With one user, yes, we have a service called virtual machine scale set. With the help of that, we can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yes, Hafiz.
Yeah, you were saying that you choose the image with respect to customer demand. In the case where
Client
customer
demand,
has,
yes.
in the case where customer has no idea about cloud, doesn't know anything. So
Definitely.
what are you gonna use? Which criteria are you gonna use to choose?
Then ask developer.
I'm saying that if
Developer knows it, what they are going to do. They are not anything that developer knows what they are going to do.
yes, but you as if you're a solutions architect and they are telling you that the customer's workload is like this, can that help you to choose whether HDD or SDD or general purpose or whatever? Those ones you can use to choose the image.
You are not going to decide, that is deciding by your client, and client is educated. So don't think about that. They don't know anything. They know what they are going to do it.
No. You are the expert. You are the solutions architect. You're supposed to choose what you think that is going to save the client as per the client's demand.
They are going to tell you. You are not going to say. You are not going to choose it. You need to ask them what they are going to do. You need to make a documentation as per their requirement.
Okay.
They are going to ask. You need to ask them. You are not going to select it as per your own wish. Whatever you want to say, you can select it, and that is not going to fulfill their requirement. You need to choose. Ask them.
Okay.
Okay, so our resource is ready. What we can do now? Go to resource. So here I'm able to see. This is the virtual machine. Now let's go to resource group. Here I have a resource group, group 289, which we have created. And system is also creating one more resource group, network watcher RG. What is this network watcher RG? In Azure, we have a service called network watcher. With the help of this, they are watching our virtual machines. So whenever we create a virtual machine, by default, system is also going to create network watcher resource group. And if you see here, when I open this resource group, how many resources I got? 6 resources. Did we create these 6 resources? No. We are only creating a virtual machine, but these are dependent resources which is required for the virtual machine. The system is automatically creating. That's what I said. And you can see here, all are with different type. So in one single resource group, you can create unlimited resources with different type. There is no limit for that. And even you can want to create multiple resource group, you can create that. Here we are. So this is how we can create our virtual machine. Now we need to learn how to connect to this machine. That I'm not going to start right now. how to connect to this virtual machine, we are going to continue in the next session. And today is Thursday. As per India, it's Friday. So it means the next session we have it on. As per India, Sunday. As per USA, it's Sunday. As per India, it's on Monday. So next session we have it on Monday. So there we are going to start our next session. In the next session, we are going to learn it. But one important point I need to teach right now. Like you have created a virtual machine. After a practice, you need to delete it. The one way is you can delete all the resources one by one. Second is delete resource group and it will delete all the resources. So go to your resource group, click on delete resource. Enter the name of your resource group. You can copy from here and paste here. Click on delete. Click on delete. Then you need to delete other resource group also which system is automatically creating. Copy the name, delete resource group, enter resource group name and delete. Now, very important point. You can see here both are in process. If I close this browser or if I shut down my laptop, or close the browser, it is automatically going to stop here. It is automatically going to stop here. Make sure you are getting a proper notification from their side that this resource group is deleted. Till that time you're not getting a proper notification, don't close the browser. If you're going to close your browser, it automatically stops. It is not going to delete. When you next time log in, you will see the resources there. So don't turn off your laptop. Don't close this browser till that time you're not getting a proper notification deleted. I'm again repeating, don't close your browser till that time you're not getting a proper notification. This is a lot of people, new people are doing this mistake. It's still in process. It takes near about 3 to 4 minutes to delete this resource group. Because under this resource group, you have multiple resources. So once it is deleted, then you can do anything. Now, like, see, I got a proper notification deleted. But for other one, still in process. I can't close the browser right now. So once I got the notification for both, then I can close the browser. So this is what we have for the today's session. In the next session, we learn about how to create a Linux machine with the help of SSH key. And we'll learn about how to connect our machine with password also or with SSH key also in the next session. Any question anyone have, you can please quickly raise your hand. Or we can end the session here. Yes, Krishna.
So Ankita, you are just deleting the resource group, but not the
Correct.
virtual machines,
I'm deleting a resource group. Under the resource group, we have all the resources. So everything is going to delete.
including the virtual machine.
Whatever you have in your resource group. See, resource group is deleted. Now, it means virtual machine is also deleted.
Oh, okay. It is under the group itself. Okay.
That's what I said that. It's a folder. Under the folder, we have all the resources. It's one single way we are managing it.
Okay. And can we not stop them instead of or pause them instead
It's
of
up to
deleting?
you. You can stop also. They will not charge you for stop also. But my recommendation is always for new students, delete it. Because next time when you create it, you will again practice. Third time again, you will create, you practice it. So you will remember these steps. Because sometimes what happen is, in the interview, they can ask you those steps. And if you're not practicing it, you will not remember these steps. Okay? To remember those steps, practice multiple times. Okay? It's up to you otherwise.
Yep. Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone have any more question? Can please raise your hand. Yes, Imran.
Hello.
Yes, Imran.
Suppose if I have stopped the machine, so also after stopping it's chargeable by
No,
Microsoft?
no.
Not chargeable.
For stout machine, they are not charged.
So we can create a machine and I not want to delete the machine, so I can stop the machine. So it's not
It's up to
chargeable,
you.
right?
Yes, for machine, they are not going to charge you, but for other services, they can charge you.
Other services like
Storage,
storage, suppose we have
hard disk.
adding the hard disk and also chargeable in RAM.
No, CPU and RAM is not going to charge you because B1S is coming under free tier.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Babu, you can unmute.
Quick question. Suppose you have an account and then you pass the free tier. You're just doing like the pay as you go. So you don't do anything with the account. You don't create any resources, but you just have your card attached to your card. Would they charge you for any reason?
You don't have any resources, then they are not going to charge you anything.
Oh, okay.
If you don't have any resource, they will not charge you.
Gotcha.
Okay. Just for account, they're not going to charge you anything.
So one of my accounts that I have for a while, they charge me for personnel.
For which thing?
Personnel.
Personal?
Yeah.
So that might be have some resources.
Yeah.
That's why they are charging you. Otherwise, if you don't have any resource, they will not charge you. I have more than 10 accounts of Azure for different one. For old account, for old one, there I didn't get any bill for that.
So I have a question for you. How do you monitor, like your subscriptions, like what services you're paying for, charges and all those kind of things?
Whatever the resources you have for billing, what they are doing it, the billing for per minute billing.
Got you. But what I'm saying is like, how do you monitor it?
How they monitor it?
Yeah, in Azure.
They have a billing setup, complete billing setup. Azure have.
A complete billing setup.
Yes, they have it. That's why it's not a small company. They can't manage anything. It's a big company. They have everything. They are doing a billing for a minute. Every single minute, bill is going to add in your account.
Where in the portal do you go to
billing?
Check it?
You need to go to billing service. Under billing, you will see.
Got you. Okay.
But if you want to check your resources, you can go to resource group. Under that, you will see all your resources.
Got you.
Okay. But if it's related to DevOps, then you will not see under resource group. For DevOps one, you will see under DevOps service.
DevOps services. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone have any more question? Please let me know, or we can end the session here. Okay, no question. So let's end this session here. In the next session, we learn about how to create a Linux machine with the help of SSH key. And then also we learn about how to connect our machine with SSH and password. Thank you all. Thank you for joining today's session. Have a happy weekend. See you next week. Thank you.